But Mark, I'd also love for you to tell us a bit about being a parent to a child with cerebral palsy and how that's impacted your career trajectory.
Sure. I mean, I didn't mean to neglect to say that, but that was about the same time my son Marcus got a diagnosis of CP, was while I was scratching my head to see if there was really anything about adults with CP. And my department chair at the time, Dr. Ed Hurwitz, was telling me, there's a lot of issues that our adult clinical population faces that are what we would say are similar to like a premature aging. So if you're interested in aging related outcome, this might be a population of interest. So, again, about that time, coincidentally, my son got a diagnosis of CP. So I very quickly became obsessed with the field, just in general, but for obvious personal reasons, to try to understand the condition, but then also professionally, if there was this enormous gap in the literature and information, then that became quite fascinating to me, frankly.
Yeah. And why do you think there is such a gap in the literature?
Well, first and foremost, because it's a condition that is diagnosed in childhood, usually before the age of 2. It's been considered and been seen and even defined by our CDC as a childhood disorder, a childhood disability. And so as a result, virtually all of the emphasis in terms of empirical data and science has been focused in the pediatric world. So as folks continue to grow and grow up, they transition, but it's still been considered a pediatric onset condition. And so it's been largely focused on as pediatric neurology and pediatrics in general from the scientific and clinical communities.